This is going to be a reading for my Jimmy Gems. Hello, Gemini. This is going to be a reading for August 2025. I'm going to use the Raven cards. For my Jimmy Gems for protection. Taurus got protection in a different deck, but Taurus also got protection. Nice. So there's a lot of protection going on. I do feel like there's going to be a lot of things coming out, anomaly and fear. So I feel like there's like supernatural things happening. That's what anomaly gives me. It also could be just like somebody's different from everything, or somebody's an anomaly. Somebody is just like one of a kind, scavenge. I definitely feel like there's some supernatural things going on because of all the spell work that's being returned and all that. I feel like you're protected. And I feel like it is fear. It is this fear, this spirit of fear, this scorpionic spirit, this negative Scorpio energy that I've been talking about a lot too when I talk to Scorpios, and my own journey with that, and the dark feminine and the dark matter and all that stuff. That's what fear is, and fear will arise and destroy you. It's funny that this anomaly is white because the fear is like the dark matter. It's like venom. It's why I always wear venom, and storm stuff and carnage. It's all connected to the black woman and the feminine energy, the good, bad, the ugly. I celebrate it all. The witch shit, it needs to stop because it's killing ourselves. We're killing ourselves with it. And that's what they want us to do. What is anomaly from a Jimmy Gems? Scavenge. I feel like somebody's going through teamwork. Sore. I feel like somebody's scavenging through what they got because something's happening because of this fear. I feel like a lot has been going on because of spell work. Ace of Pentacles. If you haven't done anything using spell work, then you shouldn't have to worry about this. But you are the magician. There might have been some manipulation. Maybe you didn't know that somebody was doing something with spell work. You got an Ace of Pentacles here, and then you have this Six of Wands in the reverse. I feel like you got something coming in from spirit, but people are going to be trying to tell you not to do it, or it doesn't look right. It's something about an anomaly, something that's different. People aren't going to like it at first. They're not going to understand it. You might have to keep it silent. Three of Cups in the reverse. Again, keep it silent. It's going to protect you from these three. It's people that are close to you, people that you're friends with, party with, hang around. They mean something to you, and you represent that. You represent connections and things like that. So don't let these people keep you from something that's good. From an Ace of Pentacles. You got a Ten of Wands. Something is a burden here. This fear is a burden. These people are full of fear. They don't want to lose you, or they don't want to lose out on something. You can't listen to them. I don't like this. Six of Cups in the reverse. People from the past. People that you grew up with, that you share with. Somebody is lying, watching you, and spying on you, trying to put burdens on you. Or this could be you doing this to somebody. I was saying that this could be you doing this to somebody, Jimmy Gems. But you have a Page of Pentacles here. I feel like you're getting an ace, but you're researching something, looking into something. Maybe you're going back to school. Maybe you're going to use this money to pay for some kind of education or something like that. Something totally new to you. These people don't want you to do it. They're going to discourage you, so I feel like you shouldn't tell them. As protection. Look, it's like they're hovering over this egg, you know, protecting it. Two of Wands in the reverse. Because these people are going to put you in a position where you don't feel like you're in control. And you are. They're going to make you unsure. That's what this Two of Wands in the reverse is. It's not having control. It's not having dominion. You got the Devil in reverse and Temperance. I feel like that wanted to show itself. That's Capricorn and Sagittarius energy. Saggy is your polar opposite. And the Temperance, I do believe it was in the upright. So it's about balance. Look, they're going to have you off. Go away. And the Temperance card is away. It's out of the by itself. Thinking about what am I going to do? You know? Balancing things out. Don't tell nobody, Jimmy Gems. Go out into go take you a little vacay. King of Pentacles, nice. I love this. You got an Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and now this is a King of Pentacles. You might be the Queen of Pentacles I'm talking to, or you might be this King of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy, somebody that works hard. They have their shit together. You know, they're good at keeping records and bookkeeping and stuff like that. Five of Wands, I think you guys are pretty good at that too. Somebody can't compete with you. Somebody was trying to compete with you. They're a scavenger. They thirsty. They go off to the next one to compete with. They ain't even going to think twice about not winning because they're really not used to winning. They're not used to winning. All they do is get what they can get, play a good role, and go on to the next place they can scavenge from. You got the Ace of Pentacles here with the Six of Wands in the reverse. Underneath this anomaly, you might be this anomaly. With these people in the reverse, you know, you're different than they are. That's why you don't need to be talking to them about something. Because you're different, they're not going to understand. And it's going to just make jealousy come in. It's too many. But the Temperance showed itself again. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? And this is the lesser deck. So it's making me feel like somebody's trying to keep the Ace of Pentacles from coming to you. That's why you don't need to tell these people nothing. Justice and the Six of Swords in the reverse. Again, 6 is about communication. I feel like usually it's like not moving on to calmer waters. But what this is telling me is that you're not saying anything because you want things to be fair. You know, here is Libra. This is justice. You not saying anything and stick it, just being quiet about it is going to make sure that you get this. The Seven of Wands in the reverse with the Three of Cups here in the reverse. This is somebody not being able to protect themselves. You're protected, but they're not. Somebody has been real nasty, and they're taking the back seat. They're taking the messy way out. Gemini, this could be you with the Lovers in reverse. Somebody might be a twin flame or coming out of a twin flame energy. Somebody's a twin flame, and you're protected. This keeps coming out. I'm telling you. I was just saying that dropping these burdens and all of this twin flame magic and stuff like that, and people are going to be finding their real partners, and the magic is going to be wearing off. With this anomaly, you're going to be seeing poltergeist and shit, you know, like paranormal things. And then we have this Page of Pentacles in the reverse. See, this is in the upright. This is in the upright. You got this in the reverse. This in the reverse now with these people. Don't tell them nothing. It might be somebody you are with, Jimmy Gems. But it's like, for you, with this being Gemini too, it's like, don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. Like, kind of energy. Tower. And the Six of Wands. And this Six of Wands is in the reverse. See? Page of Swords. Because this Page of Swords, these people are nasty. Page of Swords in the reverse with the Six of Wands and the Tower. Like, to them, you not getting something is you having a Tower moment and not getting something, not having a victory is a good thing. That's what these people want. They want you to be afraid, you know, to move forward without them and stuff like that. This is giving me like, oh, it's giving me like that Baba Yaga too stuff about the family trying to keep you from being independent, trying to keep you in a child position where you can never be a grown-up, an independent grown-up, like overbearing siblings and stuff like that. Ace of Cups. They're just jealous and overbearing. Jealousy will make a person do anything. They could be so cool with you and you could love each other seriously and truthfully. But jealousy will ruin all that. As soon as, you know, it's better not to tell them real quick until you get the hell up out of there. You have judgment here. Somebody's being judged for these burdens and you're getting an Ace of Cups. I feel like the same thing came out literally about a Ten of Wands and an Ace of Cups for Taurus. You might have Taurus heavy in your chart. My Gemini and my Taurus placements in different charts are like the same. And even in where my moon is Gemini, it's like literally just got to Gemini. Like if it was a little bit over, it would be on a cusp. So, a lot of you probably do have a lot of Taurus in your chart. I will watch Taurus reading. Something is coming out though, Jimmy Gems. Something in the moon with the fear and everything. People are afraid that something's going to come out. Something's going to be revealed. I don't like it. Do not tell these people nothing about your plans. And I know that might sound weird to you. Like, what? My people, we good. No, you're not. You just don't know it yet. A 9 of Swords in the reverse. But you're going to figure it out. Because you might be having dreams and stuff, Gemini, and people don't always associate dreams and stuff with people doing magic and stuff on you. You might be just like, oh, I just had a bad dream. No, this is the Wheel of Fortune telling you that somebody is trying to mess with your destiny, with your fortune, with your money, trying to put you in a bad way. That's what them dreams are about. But you know, and you're not going to have to worry about it because you're going to keep this quiet. That's the King of Cups in the reverse here. And a Two of Wands in the reverse. If you keep this quiet, this person ain't going to know what to do. They're not going to have any dominion or control. You have this right here, the Two of Wands in the reverse again. It's because these people are telling something to somebody, this twin flame. This Lovers in the reverse. You might have been dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy, somebody that's real emotionally manipulative. That's why you got this I was about to say, that's why you got this anomaly here. And the King of Cups will do spell work too to me. Hangman. Somebody's trying to sacrifice you. It could be a Pisces or a Sagittarius. But this is you seeing something from another point of view. You seeing how this King of Cups, he plays the nice guy. He love bombs and shit like that. You see it. You see it, Jimmy Gems. This is the Hangman in the reverse. This is you seeing something. You ain't got to take a minute. You see it. And you got the Death in the reverse. Somebody's trying to keep something from ending. Somebody wants to keep you small again. Page of Pentacles. They want to keep you small. They want to keep you from moving forward. They want to keep you in a loop. A karmic loop. This is Taurus gave me chills. Talking about some karmic cycle they were ending. 5 of Pentacles, I do feel like a lot of it, I feel like yours is not as heavy. It makes sense though, you're Gemini. You're Jimmy Gems, you guys are lighter than Taurus. But theirs felt like, I just got chills again. Theirs felt very heavy karma coming out. This feels like you might be avoiding. I think that something is coming that's very karmic, that could keep you in a cycle. I feel like you not saying something and keeping things to yourself is going to help you avoid that. Somebody is trying to put you out in the cold and keep your money. But you're coming out of this energy. I feel like this Hangman, you putting a death to this. They don't want this to end. Something about the Page of Pentacles. Something about the Pentacles, okay? Whatever it is that they want to keep you small. Maybe they want to keep you from mastering something. You do represent that energy. Now we have a Queen of Cups here in the reverse and a 5 of Swords. This might be somebody, he might be married. That's another way to try to trick you up. That's how Abraham tried to trip up Pharaoh. I was just talking about that. I don't remember which reading. I don't remember if it was the Taurus reading that I didn't post where I was talking about Pharaoh. Or the one that I am going to end up posting. Oh no. I think I was talking about it in both of them though. Their first reading, I'm glad it got cut off. It was too heavy. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, this heifer sabotage you. These two are working together to sabotage you. Could be another Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Scorpio, very heavy. Pisces, very heavy. 8 of Wands. Something is coming in fast. A King of Pentacles. Good. I feel like this King of Pentacles... I do feel like this King of Pentacles is you. So again, this could be just somebody in the dark. You could be dealing with the Queen of Pentacles, Switch it how it needs to be switched. But they're both, love bombing you. They're both emotionally manipulative. It's an anomaly here coming in. Maybe somebody's trying to get you caught up because they're married. You gotta pay attention. They tried to do that to me too. I didn't do nothing with the person. 5 of Wands and the 8 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. This competition again. You have a wish fulfillment though. I feel like it has something to do with you dropping burdens or something with this 10 of Wands. It's to me. Six of Cups in the reverse. I feel like that came out. I don't think it came out for Taurus. Same thing. 6 of Cups in the reverse. Leave these people alone from the past. These people that you couldn't be. Tell them nothing. Look, 10 of Wands in the reverse. You're dropping burdens, Jimmy Gems. You're about to be light and fluffy. Please watch the Taurus reading. I feel like you have some messages in there. And then you have the 4 of Wands. I feel like you're going to get a home. Maybe you're moving out away from these people. If they were trying to keep you small, now you're getting a home. This is something that an adult does. Adult. They were trying to keep you dependent, codependent, sharing, eating from the same pot, living, in the same house as the family and all that. That's what they were trying to do. But you're going to get a home, and it's like they don't even want you dealing with these people from the past that you used to live with or something like that, or that you used to hang out with, or you are getting the hell up out of there. And don't tell them where you're going or anything. These people might be dangerous. They might be dangerous. You might know. You might be a third party in this situation, but now Spirit is pulling you out of it. Only you know your journey. It looks shady to me, Gemini, but I can't judge you. I'm not God. God knows your situation, what he put in your path, and how you handle things, and it looks like you have a chance to get out of something, and you need to. I feel like something is comfortable. Don't, because these people are trying to keep you small. That's what I have for you, Jimmy Gems. You're going to kick ass, though, like you've been doing. And just stay balanced with this justice here. Something about that came out in Taurus, but theirs was temperance. It's something about doing something the right way so that you don't incorporate or get yourself trapped in some kind of karmic cycle that you've been in. I feel like you have a chance to avoid it altogether by not dealing with these people no more. Just let them alone. Something happened where it's all good for you to leave them alone. Maybe they've been doing spell work and all this. Something is going to be an anomaly. You're going to be like, what in the hell? It could be some kind of, I'm telling you, cockholding going on or something. You into that kind of thing? You might be dealing with this couple and they paying you and keeping you straight, but they keeping you dependent on them. So you could be their mandingo for, however long. I don't know, Jimmy Gems. I'm just saying. And maybe you was doing all that, but now Spirit wants you to come out of it. And maybe Spirit's not judging you. Maybe life has taken you there. People have different journeys. So I feel like you have an opportunity to get out of something before you get in too deep and you can't get out. And you need to take it and be very balanced with it. And it's all about your choices. Again, I said a person can make good choices and then make bad choices. And it's like you never made those good choices. I mean, it sounds messed up, but that's how it is. And you do get spiritual credit built up, in a way, but you still got to keep, especially something now is really about you making a lot of good choices, all the right choices. It's detrimental to your growth. And that's what I have for you, Jimmy Gems. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. And I hope that you enjoy I think that I'll be able to read for you again this month. I should be able to. There's 2 more weeks after this one. Something like that. I don't know, Jimmy Gems. But I think I'll be able to read for you again this month. I love you, and I hope that you continue to kick ass and be very smart. These people are trying to outsmart you. They think they got you by the balls, by the money, with the Ace of Pentacles and stuff, and maybe you're afraid of that. This is giving me the Fool's Journey. You should look that up. Look up the Fool's Journey on the internet. It's about the tarot journey. And it's about having to face your fears and stuff like that. And people will put all of that in your path to keep you from, this is what it's giving me, the Fool's Journey. Like to keep you from coming out of that energy or growing up. Well, you go into the Fool energy again. Every time you start something new, you're about to go into the Fool energy again. But it's a whole nother, you've done this before or something like that. Maybe Gemini or whatever, is it your South Node or something like that? And you're doing all of this over your living by your south node. Spirit's trying to put you on your north node. That's what it's giving me, Jimmy Gems. Like, you have a really great opportunity to get away from these people, and you need to take it, and it's going to be better than you think. There's nothing for you to fear. I feel like you being in this cockhold energy is pulling from your spiritual blessings anyway. Because just because you have consent from them that's not how that works. I was talking about Abraham and the Pharaoh. That's what he did. It was okay with Abraham and Sarah that Sarah was in the palace with the Pharaoh, but God didn't want Pharaoh to do that. You know what I'm saying? And Hathor is the bulls. The sons of Hathor are the bulls. That's what the pharaohs are called. So he took Abraham's wife, and Abraham and the wife was cool with that. It's reminding me of cockholding, but God hit him up in a dream, nine of swords. It said that man's wife is married. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know, but they knew. They knew, so it's consent for them, but he didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So, and he said, I can't do that. It's going to take away his blessings. See, it's certain things that take away our crown from us as Black people that we have to be aware of, where white people aren't that way and Asian people aren't that way. We are all different, and it's so imperative that we understand our own spiritual body and what we could do and what we can't do. And when this group or when this people or when our people come to us with stuff that's going to offend our own spirit, we call it grieving away the Holy Spirit. You can grieve away the Holy Spirit by being too sad. I keep saying joy. Oshun is yellow. It's joy. How do you mellow out joy with anger, with grief? You know, that takes away your joy. And that's what these people are doing, Gemini. It's like they're taking away your light by you engaging in this with them. And yeah, it might be giving you the money you might get right now, but I feel like you might be young. I feel like I might be talking to a young Gemini. You got plenty of light left, but you got to get out of this. Because these people might too be becoming addicted to you and your light. You know, you got to get away from it and let it go and never do it again. That's how you repent, you know, is by confessing, and then you turn from it. You don't do it anymore. That's how you get out of that, or else you end up getting with some more cock holders that cut your cock off. I don't know, Jimmy Gems. You want to keep your cock, though, I'm pretty sure. But I told you that story to kind of help you understand. I'm not judging. A lot of times when I read, it sounds like I'm judging. What I'm saying is something that I know for a fact, and I see how they're trying to trip us up. And I'm just explaining, not judging. I did everything. Not everything, but most things. And I've had to... Look, if these people want to put you under judgment for cockholding, they can. You know what I'm saying? Even though you were cockholding with them. You got to be careful with people. And you got to be careful with your sins and the things that you really have done, because people could put you under judgment for it. You know? And they can make it very severe, and it might not even be nothing, and they could be doing 50 times worse, but you didn't put them under judgment, you know? You don't know. So it's the reason why I'm saying this. Be careful where you're putting your pee-pee, Jimmy Gems. I know you like the freak show, but you leave some of these circus freaks and let them stay in the circus, and you just spectate, you know? If they want to cockhold, you watch or do it a different way. You know, maybe you're not going to actually penetrate. Maybe you get head. You know, Spirit will let you know when it's time, you know. And I'm not you, and I'm not your relationship with Spirit. So a lot of things are going to be winked at, but when Spirit speaks, it wants us to fucking hear it, okay? Again, I love you. I hope that you enjoy your month. I think that I will be able to read for you again. I hope so, because I want to know more about this. Because again, my moon is in Gemini, so this is some hidden shit for me, you know? I always enjoy reading for you, Jimmy Gems, and I appreciate your love and support, and I will see you next time. Peace.